Hello. Hi. We are live. It is Monday message time. It is like 9:10 p.m. A bit later than I would normally be doing a Monday message, but this is the first time that it has been possible today. So, what I want to share, what I want to have a chat about is this concept of seeking comfort, right? Seeking things that feel certain, things that when we are in this human journey, kind of the irony that so often we're wanting to get that situation so that we can feel comfortable, get the job, the relationship, do the whatever it is, so that like we feel like comfortable in ourselves or kind of satisfied, like once we get this, once we do that, right? But I want to ask ourselves, have we forgotten who we really are? Have we forgotten why we really came here, right? Because we didn't come to planet Earth for comfort. No, your soul did not choose this particular realm for comfort. Your soul did not choose to come to the land of duality, to come to the land of sickness, to come to the land of pain and suffering, also health, also joy, also all of the other things on the other sides of it. But your soul came here for experience. Your soul came here for the evolvement of your being, your true being. But yet, the human part of ourselves wants to hide away from that and forget that, because the human part of ourselves wants just a comfortable, happy life, right? Let's just find ourselves this comfortable life that's just enough, right? Not to ask for too much, just this comfort, looking for this comfort. And I'm here to chat about, to remind yourself that your soul is seeking and yearning for things that may not be comfortable in the worldly perspective of things, right? And when you start to really listen to your soul, start to really connect to your soul, start to really hear what your soul is yearning to express through you, the big inconvenience you may discover is that what your soul wants is not necessarily aligned with the things that we have been taught and conditioned to believe are a life that you seek or a life that you want here on this planet. Because your soul may want something different. And it can be difficult to really truly listen to the voice of your soul, the whisper of your soul, the yearnings of your soul, the screaming of your soul sometimes. It can be difficult to listen to that because it's inconvenient. It doesn't fit in with the nice little boxes of life, ticking the boxes, right, of life, or the things that you think that you've kind of set up on your path for how your life will look. But the spiritual journey, the spiritual experience, the remembering, the acknowledgement of who you truly are, may well shake things up for you if you truly listen and if you want to go there. If you choose to go there, if you choose to listen to the voice of your inner being and let it be the loudest of all the voices, even when all of the outside noise is saying, your life should look like this. You should do this with your life. You're great at XYZ. This is how you should go. This is the path you should take. Da, 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 da. You should be this. All the stuff, right, that we've been told, influenced by. This is why the journey on the spiritual path can sometimes be a lonely one. It can sometimes be an arduous one. It can be full of adversity. It is not the case that we simply follow the spiritual journey and so everything just matches up and is really pretty and fits the boxes for the worldly expectations. Sometimes it might be the complete opposite. So this is just a little reminder for us, for me, to remember who we truly are, these spiritual explorers who chose to come to one of the harshest realms in the universes, chose to come here. We did not choose to come for comfort. We did not choose to come to just kind of live a life and just sit on the surface of things, right? We chose to feel stuff deeply. We chose to have emotions. We chose to have physicality. We chose to have our emotions connect with our physicality. We chose to have interactions. We chose to have all sorts of things that we knew before we came into the human form that it was going to be full of difficulties at times, full of adversities, full of challenges, full of stuff that is all for us, for this continued evolution of our spiritual journey, the truth of us, this eternal spirit that is not bound by time, that is not bound by space, that there is no death for. This part of ourselves chose to come here, chose to come and to experience all of it. All the joy, all the fun, all the laughter, all the mess, all the hoo-ha, all the grief, all the sadness. And the cool thing about being a human, a divine human being with our spirit, our divinity connected, is that we are able actually to be able to experience many emotions at once. So in one moment, one point in time when you're navigating whatever it is you're navigating, you could be feeling disappointment, sadness, whatever it is, but also peace and joy, excitement, all at the one time. This is the cool thing about our multidimensional natures. This is the fun thing about being here and experiencing the earth school, the ride here of life. So my invitation to you is to really think about and dig into and connect back in to your heart, to your truth, and ask yourself about what parts of your current experience have you been seeking comfort when actually maybe your soul is yearning for something different. To listen to that inner voice of you, to allow it to guide you rather than the external, the expectations of other people, the obligation, the da-da-da, people pleasing, all the hoo-ha, all the scripts, right? That we are moving into a time where it's increasingly becoming harder and harder, and you may have experienced this, for ourselves to be untruthful to ourselves. It's becoming harder and harder to not just say it as it is. The shifting, the frequency of Mother Earth is meaning that so much more of our true nature and being is starting to rise to the surface. And it can be really inconvenient. It can be really annoying. It cannot fit in with plans, right? So if you've been experiencing this, where you feel like you're speaking more forcefully, or you're speaking your truth more, you're not holding back as much, but maybe it's like creating waves and stuff, right? Just know you're not alone. This is like happening on the energetic level, where we're just starting to connect more and more and more with the truer parts of ourselves. But that is not always an easy ride. So we can kind of, if you're having those experiences, we can kind of squash them down, push them away and say, no, 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 right? Or we can allow things to work through us, to express through us, to experience this part of what I believe is ultimately all connected, all one, all part of divine source, God, whatever it is, seeking to experience itself through us, seeking to express itself through us. And there is no good and no bad. It appears to be that here. It appears, and this is a learning tool, planet Earth, to have that duality, to have what looks like good and bad and good and evil, whatever you call it, right? But ultimately, it's all just experiences playing out, and that nothing truly here is good or bad. Everything is just an experience for us on Earth School, for our own experience and development. And that can be really hard to hear when you've experienced brutality, when we've experienced deep pain, deep grief, deep suffering, all of that stuff. And the only comfort that I seek to provide is that was you experiencing those things, but that is not you. That is not your ultimate being. That is the human incarnation that has gone through. But none of the stuff here can harm us at the spirit level. Can only enhance us, develop us. So I think that's enough on my soapbox tonight. Just a reminder of who we really are, and that we didn't sign up to make the journey to one of the most difficult realms for comfort. We chose this experience for many and varied reasons, but one of the universal reasons, I believe, is that we chose this for our spiritual evolution and our spiritual growth and learning in the trenches, in the come on and game on, planet Earth, like Earth School. Like it is really here to provide on the daily for most of us, just lesson after lesson, experience after experience. It's like every day, just boom, 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 boom. And this is why, surprise, surprise, no one goes through this realm unscathed, in the sense that there's always stuff that we're learning, always experiences, always challenges, adversities, blah, 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 blah. It's built into the system here. It's part of the lesson. It's part of the learning. It's part of the growth. Even when it looks like a fucking shitstorm. Sorry for the language. Just know that things, even when you're at the depths of despair and things look so messy or feel so messy, just allow it all to feel through you, wash through you, not pushing it down and not suppressing it, not denying it. Just having the human experience of all of those things, all those emotions. You are more powerful than you realize. You are a magnificent, incredible spirit, pumping, pulsing, living. Currently, this one aspect that you have awareness of is living through this particular incarnation, of which you are viewing this other particular aspect in this particular incarnation. But we are so much more and so beyond all of just this incarnation. And it's really exciting. But when you open your eyes to this, it can also be really messy. And not the easiest run and not the easiest ride. So I hope that this has helped. I know there's been a lot of people in here, but I haven't seen the comments that people have made. So if things resonate, or anything that you want to share, please put a comment, let me know who's been here. Just take good care out there, friends. There's a lot of rides going on right now. There's a lot of things that people are experiencing right now. And just know that you are perfectly held and perfectly loved and divinely and deeply cared for and tended to, and you are fully equipped for all of it, for all of it, for all of it. Mwah. I love you. Take good care, friends. Bye.